The modern employment crisis isn't arriving with sirens or explosions. It looks completely normal. It is the quiet hum of a robot folding laundry in a Tokyo apartment, a language model drafting legal contracts in seconds, or an AI diagnostician spotting tumors with perfect accuracy. For 2 centuries, we relied on an economic escalator. The steam engine replaced farmers but created factory jobs. Computers replaced typists but created IT departments. Every time technology displaced human labor, a new adjacent category appeared to absorb the shock. That escalator has reached the final floor. AI is replacing knowledge work, logistics, and creativity simultaneously. There are no hungry new industries waiting to absorb the fallout. Look at this traditional corporate hierarchy. For decades, companies were built like a pyramid, a massive base of entry-level workers supporting a smaller group of managers. As automation scales, the wide base of junior employees evaporates. The structure condenses into a narrow column of senior executives working directly with AI agents. In this new model, a massive workforce is no longer the engine of corporate growth. It's an expensive liability executives are actively trying to eliminate. The financial system aggressively rewards this elimination. When the tech firm Block announced mass layoffs, Wall Street responded by pushing their stock price up 24% almost overnight. Erasing human labor is incredibly profitable. The traditional social contract, get good grades, go to college, land an entry-level job, is breaking in real time. The ladder is being pulled up for young people, yet our political leaders are operating on a multi-decade delay, debating policies built for a 1990s economy. Entrepreneur and politician Andrew Yang has analyzed this exact gap. He warns that we have a brutal, rapidly closing window of perhaps 1 to 3 years. If we fail to intervene within that time frame, the broad middle class will begin to permanently disintegrate. We are running a sprint between total technological abundance and complete economic collapse. This is happening right now, and standing still guarantees failure. We are entering what economists call the abundance interregnum. It is a roughly 5,000-day crucible stretching from late 2025 to 2039. It is the treacherous valley we have to cross, the gap between the end of human labor and a future of total technological plenty. To understand the math of this crossing, look at this animation of household economics. Every family survives using 3 possible buckets: wages from labor, returns from capital, or direct transfers from the government. Notice how the wages bucket is rapidly draining, while the capital and transfers buckets remain completely static. The statistics behind this are brutal. Historically, labor captured about 65% of total national income. Today, that share is plummeting toward 56% and dropping fast. The money generated by the economy is flowing straight into capital, bypassing workers entirely. With the entry-level wage bucket functionally dead, there is only one way to keep the household system from running dry. We have to massively and immediately expand the capital and transfers buckets. When wages, the primary mechanism for human survival, fail across the board, direct systemic intervention stops being a debate about political preferences. It becomes a strict mathematical necessity to prevent society from tearing itself apart. The immediate intervention required is a universal basic income, specifically a direct transfer of about $3,000 per month per adult. Think of this as an emergency economic safety cast for a fractured labor market. This bridge exists to hold our industrial foundations together while they are being rewritten. It acts as a temporary scaffold spanning the distance between the era of scarcity and the age of abundance. Funding this bridge will cost roughly $1.8 to $2.9 trillion annually. That sounds impossibly large until you look at historical precedents. We executed massive, nation-building mobilizations before, like funding the entire interstate highway system to physically connect the country. We also have modern proof of our logistical capability. During the 2020 pandemic lockdowns, the US government successfully printed, deployed, and tracked trillions of dollars in emergency stimulus checks in a matter of weeks. We have the economic capacity. We have the logistical infrastructure. The only remaining barrier to crossing this 5,000-day crucible is the political will to actually lay down the bridge. If we survive the crossing, we reach a tipping point called garage alchemy. This is the moment when autonomous systems and robots begin manufacturing other robots right down to the local level. As these self-replicating systems scale globally, the marginal cost of production crashes. Robotic construction, AI-managed vertical farming, and hyper-efficient solar arrays will drive the baseline costs of human survival. Energy, housing, and food, straight toward zero. This triggers an extreme wave of AI-driven deflation. As goods become incredibly cheap, the purchasing power of that flat $3,000 monthly UBI check naturally compounds, effectively transforming it into a universal high income. In this newly engineered hyper-abundant system, the government doesn't need to print larger and larger checks. The physical amount of money matters less because the actual cost of living practically vanishes. Once physical survival is guaranteed, we face a profound question of purpose. We will likely see a strict cultural bifurcation. A segment of the population will retreat into hyper-realistic virtual reality and digital seclusion. The rest will become seekers, people who crave physical art, deep human connection, and exploration. This split drives a demographic shift. Those who choose digital seclusion tend to have lower reproduction rates. In contrast, the seekers, freed by UHI and childcare supports, finally lose the financial excuses that currently suppress birth rates. Over several generations, the population naturally tilts toward these real-world explorers, potentially sparking a massive Renaissance rebound. The 5,000-day crucible is a volatile, high-stakes transition. But by engineering a crossing, we move past the era of survival and into a landscape where the primary human project is curiosity rather than labor.